Hi, I'm Megan.
I'm Mallory.
And this is our show. And this is our theme song.
No.
Shut it up.
Hey, you want to do the show? I have the theme song.
It's copyright and we will get in trouble.
It is YouTube and it's one theme song. Jeez.
Hi, Bella. Thank you for being with us today. So, how's life in Forks?
It's cool, I guess.
So, being part of the Twilight world, is it amazing as it sounds?
It's pretty average. I mean, it's kind of cool. I mean, we're living in Forks, and we kind of have vampires and werewolves fighting over you all the time. I mean, it's kind of hectic.
Well, so how's your relationship with Jacob doing since I heard you and Edward got married?
Oh yeah, we did. See, this is the ring.
It's beautiful.
He went to Jared.
You went to Jared? Special. So, about Jacob.
I wish we could stay friends, but it's gonna get kind of difficult now that I'm married to Edward and gonna become a vampire soon.
So, how does your dad feel about all this? I'm sure he didn't enjoy giving away his little girl, so...
Oh, it's not like I don't think he really cares. It's like, he didn't even come to the wedding. I mean, I guess the only thing he cares about is me getting pregnant or anything. And, yeah.
Because that'd be impossible. I mean, with the vampire, that's not even...
I don't even think that could even physically happen. Aren't they like, they're like dead.
Yes, exactly. So I don't know how they create life.
My dad doesn't know that. I mean,
and you probably shouldn't tell him.
I'm not going to tell him that.
You shouldn't.
See?
It would be smart not to.
Not that I wouldn't like frown upon having kids or anything. It's just impossible.
Well, what does your shirt say?
Oh, it says, "Forget princess, I want to be a vampire."
It's a beautiful shirt. Where'd you get it?
I don't know. It was a birthday present.
Oh, who got it for you?
Edward.
Oh.
It was, I don't know where he got it, but I'm sure you could ask him. I don't know.
I'd love to have a conversation with him one day, but for now I have you.
He's pretty busy anyway.
Well, I'm sure he is.
Yeah.
So, there's been a lot of rivalry between Harry Potter and Twilight. How do you feel about this rivalry?
It's just, I hate those people. They think they're so special with their wands and their magic. And, I mean, Edward could do that. I mean, he's much more special than they are. And I am too.
Well, what do you think about the characters? I mean, Hermione, the female lead, your competition. How do you feel about that?
Competition?
Well, of course, she's the female lead in that book. You're the female lead in this book.
Well, I mean, like, it doesn't seem like there's much competition. I mean, she's ratty and a nerd. I mean,
and you don't like people that are smart, or is it just
her.
that she's...
I mean, oh, why would anything want her?
So we have some girl-on-girl rivalry here.
Yeah, sure, whatever. No, I
Sounds
think
interesting.
it's nothing. I'm more interested in Edward.
And then there's the Ron boy, her love interest.
And he's like a gangly, specky, whatever. Like, he's a loser.
Well,
why would you clearly, like, not even look at the girl that, like, is in love with you and go for some blonde chick. I mean, it's not even, that wouldn't even work out. It didn't, because she was, like, nuts. He's just stupid.
I understand what you're saying. So, I don't want to leave out the main character yet, but since we're still on teen romances, how do you think their romance compares to yours?
Nothing could compare to me and Edward. Like, nothing at all. I mean, he's amazing, and I don't think I'm worthy to be with him, but, and they're not married, and it's just...
Do you think you'll have a happier life with Edward than they will have together?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'll live forever, and they'll die, because they aren't vampires. Because they're humans, and they suck.
Well, thank you, Bella, for being with us today. Before we go, do you have anything special you'd like to say?
Edward, I love you, but you already know that, and Alice, I want tacos. Give me tacos, okay?
Hi, Hermione. It's a pleasure to have you here.
It's a pleasure to be here.
You are you are so revered in the wizarding world, and the brightest witch of your age, I hear?
Well, I mean, that's what people say.
So how are things shaping up at Hogwarts?
Not so great, actually. There's been a lot of problems with, Voldemort. And, well, it's not exactly easy, since Harry Voldemort has chosen and all this stuff.
And how is your academics going? Is it still the same as always?
Of course. I get all of the highest grades in the entire school. I study. I mean, there's not a time when I'm not studying.
Is there any extra pressure because you're Muggle-born and not pure blood or half-blood?
Well, I mean, I suppose so. I mean, it's hard with some people who don't really appreciate Muggle-borns.
Say Draco Malfoy.
Not pointing names, but yes.
How are things shaping up with your friends? What about the rumor mill? How is that working out for you guys? Harry and Ron?
Why did you say Ron? There's nothing going on between me and Ron. I told you, I don't care what the tabloids say. Nothing is going on. Trust me.
I didn't say anything about Ron. I just asked you how you guys were getting along, if there were any friendship problems, but as you say so.
Our friendship is wonderful.
And what about Harry?
Great friend, best friend I could ever ask for.
And how do you feel about, say, romantic? Are there any special guys out there?
Special guys? I mean, I don't really have time for guys. I have.
What about Neville?
I mean,
Neville Longbottom, you guys seem
no,
real close.
No, he's just a friend.
Is there anybody else? I mean, what Colin Creevy?
Much too young for me. I mean, and he doesn't even have red hair, so I mean, why would he?
Then red hair. What about the Weasley twins?
Much too old for me.
How do you feel about Twilight? This is what we came here for. I mean, how do you feel about Twilight, Hermione?
Twilight. As for Twilight, I mean, it's the most ridiculous book I've ever heard of.
I can understand your standpoint on that because, it's a big rivalry between... I hear, actually, that Twilight is calling itself the new Harry Potter.
Where did you hear that? That's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous because there's nothing that can replace Harry Potter. It is the #1 book for now and forever.
And what about Bella and Edward? Have you met them?
No.
personally yet.
But I mean from their personalities. To be perfectly honest, I think Bella is a blast-ended skank. I am so sorry. Oh, unicorn turds, I never meant to say that. I'm calm.
What team are you?
Team?
Yeah, werewolf or vampire?
Oh, I'm sorry, I don't fraternize with those sort of animals. I mean, I read all about them, but I've never actually...
But what about Remus Lupin?
Well, other than Lupin. And, I mean, he's an amazing teacher. He's an amazing person.
I've heard something about a little crush of yours on Remus Lupin. Is that true, or is that just a rumor?
Oh, that's a complete rumor. I mean, obviously, he has a crush on someone else.
But, I mean, I can see how anybody could have a crush on Remus Lupin. He's amazing.
I mean,
he's an
not
amazing
unattractive,
teacher.
But he's much too old.
Dangerous.
Well,
Definitely dangerous.
Yes, and dangerous.
What about your family? Where are they? I mean, how are they doing?
My family's in Australia, but don't tell Voldemort.
And so are you staying at the Burrow?
The Burrow. For now, yes. I mean, well, I suppose we're staying a lot of places.
I guess that wraps us up for now. I mean, we're running out of time. So it was a pleasure to have you here, Hermione.
Pleasure to be here.
And I hope things get better for you.
Oh, thank you. You. Oh my. You stupid Twilight trash! You lousy nerd! You and your idiotic morals! So, I don't know exactly how we're supposed to thank them.
I know, like,
I mean, they're really great. I just...
oh my god. Maybe it wasn't such a good idea,
Maybe,
letting them watch
yeah.
each other's interviews.
You know, now that I'm thinking about it, it's
Oh,
a
yeah.
little...
Oh, that's not pretty.
Maybe they were a little too harsh on each other.
They
And
got
putting
called
them in a
out.
room together, that was a little...
That was a little-
That was a bad idea.
Yeah.
So,
How'd that interview with Bella go? I mean,
it was interesting. Like, the insight into her mind was kind of, to be honest, there wasn't much there.
yeah. Hermione was kind of, like, twitchy. Almost. It's like, she didn't want me to find out. I bet you $10 she likes Ron.
$10? I'll see if I can find $10 and then I'll bet it on you.
I still think she's got something for that Neville kid. I mean, come on.
You can see it there. It's in her
Yeah,
face.
it is in her eyes.
I mean, her and Neville must be like that, man.
Tight.
What was all that about red hair?
I know.
Maybe she wants him to dye his hair red.
I know.
I'm
Maybe
not
we
upset.
should convince him.
Should.
Hey, Neville, you should dye your hair red.
We should talk
If
to
you're
him
watching.
next.
We should
Yeah.
recommend that. Bella and the Charlie thing. I mean,
Yeah, that was weird. I was like, I know her father cares for her more than that. I just don't think she sees that in herself.
yeah.
And what was all that about? Like, I don't know. It was weird.
And she was all like,
Tacos. I mean, who wants tacos? Other than you, you always want tacos.
well, yeah. I mean, like, I don't always.
Wait, what?
You know
What
how
if-
Bella was talking about kids?
Yeah.
What if she's actually pregnant?
Yeah.